Sharing stories can be one of your most powerful tools when engaging, inspiring, and growing your audience. But how do you even get started with telling stories? In this video, we're going to be sharing tips and ideas on how you can kickstart that storytelling journey. So the very first step is to get up, get away from your desk and get outside. Go for a walk, get some fresh air, and forget about all that head trash that you've got going on this week or for the last few days. That will give you some clarity, and that will be enough to really get that creativity fueled and going so you can get ready with your storytelling. So let's go. So how do you feel? So let's start by thinking about the kind of story that you want to tell. And that really very much depends on your audience and the message you want to share with them. Remember, if your story doesn't resonate with them on an emotional level, then you're really going to struggle to engage with them. Types of stories can include the who am I or who are we stories. These define what makes you you. Another type of story could be the why stories, about why you made a certain decision to get to where you are. Or how about vision stories, about why you do what you do, what gets you up in the morning. These showcase your values and your ethics and how that matters to your audience. And then there's the values driven story, or seeing the impact of the values, your values, and the way you work and how these have a positive impact on another. A fifth type of story is the teaching story, about the lessons learned that can be passed on and the context in how these lessons were learned. Your story really needs to give value to your audience. What takeaways will they gain? Now, my favourite kinds of stories are personal stories. They're the easiest to tell. They show you and your true authentic self, and they're yours and no one else's. Now, yes, I know, personal stories are probably the scariest stories to tell too. They're the ones that put you front and centre. And there will be a few people that snigger and make snide remarks. I'll tell you what, just concentrate on the people that will benefit from the stories you have to tell. Stories that you could share could include an experience you've had that changed your way of thinking, a person you met or a conversation you had that led to an important decision being made, or even a mistake you made or a lesson you learned that opened up opportunities that would not have otherwise come about. Don't be afraid to share stories about successes and also when things didn't go to plan. Anybody who says they never made a mistake obviously never made a decision that really mattered.
Why do we fall? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
So let's talk a little bit about structure. We all know that every story should have a start, a middle and the end. But also, try and focus on the following things. Try and identify the emotional context and the emotional elements of the story you have to tell. And also, remember your audience. Remember how your story will benefit them. Now, there are lots of ways to structure a story, but try to keep things simple. Hopefully these 5 steps will help. 1. Set the scene. When, where, what stage in your life. 2. Present the challenge. Something that happened, an event that you had to overcome. 3. Give a little hope. What made you believe that you could overcome that challenge? 4. Talk about the journey. Places you went, people you met, conversations you had, decisions you made. And finally 5. Think about the ending. Work towards that climax and resolution. The lessons, the takeouts, and importantly, the future.
What? How?
Oh, I hate that part.
So I hope this video helped with getting you started on that storytelling journey. If so, we'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below and even subscribe to our channel. We're a young channel and we're just getting started. Until the next time, take care and we'll see you soon.